Yo, and hello everyone. Welcome back to Mama Jaden's Kitchenette. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I don't take it for granted. Welcome back, welcome back. And so, guys, are you this kind of person that loves tasty food? You know what? As usual, Rasta woman, though they are covered for today, it's a bad hair day. Mom of two, wife to one, queen of recipes herself. She's about to grace your amazing screens. Guys, are you even ready? She's about to grace your amazing screens with a sweet, sweet, sweet story. And so, guys, it's an amazing story. It's an extraordinary one. It's a story of how I met my husband. So guys, just pop that popcorn, mix some juice over there, sit down, be my audience, because it's a sweet, 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 sweet love story. So guys, as you all know, the name of my YouTube channel is Mama Jaden's Kitchenette. So I'm Mama Jaden. And then this question comes into your mind, who is Mama Jaden? For the very first time, we get to know Mama Jaden in a bit detailed. So Mama Jaden is a naive girl, born and raised in the village. She's a Kenyan from western side of Kenya. She's born in a family of, we are 5 kids, 3 boys, 2 girls. I'm the 4th born, almost last born. Both my parents were teachers by profession. When I say were, one is still alive, one is no more. What else do I have to say about Mama Jaden? I think that holds water for now. You've got to know Mama Jaden in a bit detailed way. And so guys, back to our story. Somewhere in 2017 February, it was that time I've gone through some breakups, some frustrations, and then we've gotten to this point where with my so-called girls, all we used to say, we are independent ladies. We used to think we are independent because we can pay our bills, we can go out by ourselves, we can buy, let's say, the basic things that you need in a house. So to us, we were independent because the truth is, those were frustrations. We needed to have love life, but maybe things were not working for us. So we were in our comfort zone that we are the independent ladies. So somewhere in 2017, as I've mentioned earlier, somewhere in February there's this function that we were to attend back in the village. So with some family members around here in the city, by then I got to the city. Education is what made me come to the city. But schooling from, should I call it nursery? Our days it was nursery, from nursery to Form 4. I schooled back in Western. So in college, it is the very, very first time I came to Nairobi. So it is education that brought me in Nairobi. And then, lucky enough, I also got employed here in Nairobi. So there's this function that we were to attend back in Western with some family members. And then I could say my income was average, not too low, not too high, just average. So since my elder bro was also going to the same function, he figured out, why not call my sister? He accompanies me to Western because he was going to drive overnight. You understand, driving the entire night all alone in the car can be boring. So he called me and he was like, when are you going for the function? Then we arranged everything. We got to set the time when we will be going to Western. Then there is this time, this friend of mine that I met in college. We used to flow. I think in many ways we used to flow because all of us were from the village. the naive girls have now come to the city. We were this kind of ladies who believed if a city boy, you get into a relationship with a city boy, that will be the end of your schooling life. Maybe things won't work for you. And then we also didn't know the locations in town very, very well. So we used to explore together. Maybe after school, we would say, this particular day, we are going to walk along this street from the beginning to the end. So this girl, she had never been to western part of Kenya. And then in our stories, I used to tell her, for us when we are going home, we take like maybe the whole day or the whole night. And for her, she was like, us we only need 2 hours and I'm home. So I used to make a lot of, I used to narrate to her a lot of these stories until akaanza kuadmire. She really wanted to go to western part of Kenya. So I figured since my bro has a whole car, why not use this opportunity to take my best friend to western. So it worked well. I arranged with my brother. I told him I'll be traveling along with my friend. And that is how I got to take that friend of mine to western. So all along, I didn't know my brother too was going to travel with the friend to western. And so guys, are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Get to meet my brother's friend. And guys, get to meet my brother's friend. Here he is. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to my channel.
Thank you.
Feel at home. It's a sweet story of how we met. What do you have to tell us?
All right. You're taking me back to 2017, February. Okay, so this is a day when me and my friend, we had a function in Western, and of course, all the trips, all the events, we used to go together. So this one was a must. So first of all, I think maybe I'll start to an history how we met with my friend, my best friend. And this takes us back to 2015, around 2015 May, when I joined Southern Company in Nairobi as an engineer. So I found him there. He was a senior accountant. Actually, he's the what do we call financial manager. So it was I don't know. We just bonded from day one. And we started hanging out after work. We had one thing in common, so we mostly sema happy.
Sherehe.
Tulikuwa tunapiga sherehe mbaya. There's a story for another day. So this from that time it was work. After work we hang out. Tomorrow we come to work. We even used to stay around almost the same area. So when he got to buy a car, we used to also, I got a free ride to work. So,
wow.
I'll also tell you one time the other story of how he got a car, how I taught him how to drive.
That's another story.
So on this day, he told me he's going to Western. There was a function. But of course I couldn't miss, man. Kuna kuanga na kuku fulani huku inapikwa. Siwezi miss. So he told me he's taking his sister. So I didn't take it as a big deal because the more the company, they say the merrier.
The funnier.
To be more fun. But so I think that is basically the day we met. But I can't actually recall on the exact time when he picked them up, because she also had a friend with her, because
9 something.
it was around 9. We were already tipsy. Hiyo sherehe ilikuwa tushaanza kitambo.
So in relation to that, let me cut a little bit. I think simply because, as he has mentioned, they were tipsy. On that particular night, they had to designate a driver. They could not drive the vehicle all the way from here to Western, given that we were now the 4 of us. So it means if you are the driver, 4 lives are with you. So in between that, they designated a driver who was their colleague and their friend also.
Now I remember. I remember. I think before we left, we were the joint having our 1-2s. So we said we had a friend. We were all coming from the same workplace. He was going home. So as usual, he doesn't drink, but he doesn't mind hanging out on those joints. So we were buying him a soda. Then we said, if we are going with these ladies, this is not. Usually we could drive. If it is us two, we could just go. But now I think at that day he was a bit sensitive, because it was a sister's life at stake if in case anything happens. So we decided to fix this other friend of ours. He had to call his wife at 9, telling him he's not coming home. He's going to Western. And we gave him something. I don't know if we did Wama alifanya tu ile obeste, but I remember that day. But I remember again, he got to somewhere around on the way, we took over.
Yeah.
Because I think he was not focused well. So we took over. So I
think
that.
Then he was not that experienced as of now,
yes,
as compared to you guys. So I think he took over the car for them to sober up a little bit before they take over.
So when we picked them up, I can't remember, because I think they all went to the back seat.
You two, we sat with you.
Yeah.
Then bro sat on the left. Is it front left?
Yeah.
Then their friend took over the steering.
We had some drinks.
No, you guys were, for lack of a better word.
But I think you were happy you were not driving on that day.
Yeah, I was, because I knew you guys were tipsy. I didn't know you. I think that is then I met you for the very, very first time. And so
it means you saw me, let's say in a way you saw me because I wasn't sober, you were sober. So you saw me first. So what was your reaction when you saw me? Did you even notice me, or you said that's just one of those guys who
guys, how do I put it? Okay, you know, as I told you earlier, I'm the 4th born, and this brother of ours we are talking about, he's the 1st born in our family. So definitely, being a 1st born, I don't know, there is just that respect you are given, yenye, it is out of this world. And then, as of now, as of then and as of now, to some extent, he can act as a father figure in my life, because our dad is normal. So you can imagine this respect that is there between me and that brother of mine. So when I met you, honestly, nothing much. The same respect I accorded my brother, it is the same respect I accorded you. And then to my assumptions, I knew since my bro is married, I knew definitely he must be hanging out with the people who are also married. And then another thing.
So ulikuwa unaona tu this guy is a mbaba. He having his soft life happening and all that.
And then not really. I think it came with that respect in I accord my elder bro. You know, from my brother to me, there are two people in between us, and there's that age difference, that gap that is quite huge. And then another thing, as he has mentioned earlier, they were tipsy. And then from the way you are dressed, not that you are dressed vibaya, but it didn't, yani, first impression, you didn't look that kind of person mwenye ako serious. Yani he was more of a joker. So anyway, as I told you earlier, for us we were at that point where we are independent ladies, and I didn't know. Okay, having met him, just have said the same respect I accord my bro, it is the same respect I accorded him. So from scratch, anything to do with love never came in my mind.
So love wise, I was not in the. I didn't come into your mind or something like that.
No.
So I don't know. I used to dress. I don't know. This is, I think, the first time in my life I'm wearing a flowery shirt. First time, seriously, I got married. So I don't know.
And what about you that day when you saw me? What came into your mind?
As I said, I was kind of tipsy. I knew you were his sister, so it was a no-go zone. No discussion about it. Because one thing about me and your brother, and by the way, he's still my best friend, we never talked about ladies or women. That was not part of our conversation, and I think that's why we stuck with each other for long. Because we were never there. We were always there, pamoja, every time. Only until, because he was married and I was not. And I was not this kind of guy. I don't know. Me sikuanga na relationship mob. So, but by then, I don't think I was even dating anyone. So ilikuwa tu ile time ya sherehe. Yeah. Kujifurahisha, kurudisha mkono kwa mwili. So we never talked so much about ladies. So ikikuja part ni sister yake, you see. And then it was also at night. I didn't see much until the following day.
Wait, we are not yet to the following day. And so guys, at least we've gotten to hear his first impressions on that particular day. So back to our sweet, amazing
But what
story.
I noticed, you mulikuwa mnafanana. That one, it was undoubtedly
we looked alike.
You looked alike.
With my bro?
Yeah.
Really?
Yani you could tell, venye tu tuliwapata, yani I knew, yeah, it's your sister.
Okay.
It's his sister, sorry.
Okay. So guys, back to our sweet, amazing, extraordinary love story. Now, we've met. We are in the car now. The journey wants to begin to Western. They drove us well to Western. And then we got home. That it was on a Friday evening. Then on Saturday, we attended that particular occasion. Then throughout the occasion, they were, I think it is something common for men. They were partly distant from what was happening. But so during the day, by then he has told you we met at night. So during the day, I also wanted to see this guy because I had been told severally they normally go back to the village together. There's this friend of my brother. They are normally there over the weekend. So I also wanted to see this friend of my brother that I've been hearing about. So the function was there, blah, blah, blah. It was done. Then later, them venye mmesikia walikuwa watu wa sherehe, they took some boys in the village, they went to their sherehe, and then me, I had to take this friend of mine to Kisumu because she really wanted to also explore Kisumu town. So that was it. Then because them in the evening they never came home early, they communicated, they said by around 8-9 there the following day on Sunday we should be ready because we have to be back to Nairobi. Duty was now calling. So that was it. Then the following day is here. We are now about to go back to Nairobi. I think we took a few pictures.
Wait a minute. We are on that day, the following day.
Oh.
You see, their home already was home to me. It's like I already knew her mom because usually most of the weekends, anytime kuna event tulikuwa tunaenda huko. Being tipsy as I was, ningefika tu kwa sofa nikiambia tulie vile nimejiekelea.
Guys.
The bedos. Like I was that free. Niko home, you see. So the following day, we got to your party ya sherehe nini. They were taking some photos with a friend there. Nikaona ala mali safi. I was a bit sober, bado asubuhi. So ya mali alikuwa anataka kunini nikimaliza. So mali safi. It will go mali safi. Kids, you see, that was not the right territory. That was her home. And most definitely pia she's my best friend's sister. So ile tu you notice and but ndani ya roho there's just something that came into my heart and mind, let's say all of them. Ile tu unajiambia, what if nikiwai mali safi? But see, wrong territory again. So hiyo nikasema hiyo idea potelea mbali until kwa gari tukirudi Nairobi.
Guys, isn't it interesting? Hope you guys are flowing because it has taken me back to that day. And kwa nimepiga luku. Okay, so that is it.
Mlikuwa mna take photos pale kwa the
bonnet
tongue section pale near the door on the wall.
So guys,
the poses. Sema tu kuku ziko huku tamu, nakula kuku tu, napikiwa kuku fulani tamu. What if?
Okay. So guys, that is it. At least he has told us his part. And now, after all that, it's about time now we hit the road back to Nairobi, because definitely the following day, all of us have to attend to duty. So after that, we get to leave, and nothing much. We are just in the vehicle. I think then my brother is, no, I think you were driving. Then my brother is on the front left. Then the three of us, the designated driver, my best friend and me, we are at the back seat. So on our way, almost to Nakuru, then we hear my brother making this call. I think it was their routine on their way to Nairobi. There's this hotel. We shall give you this story one day.
Kuna base pale Nakuru. Kukumoto.
Yeah. So there's this hotel they used to pass by, maybe take 1-2. They have a meal before they proceed to Nairobi. So we get to hear my brother making this call, making an order. Then he turns to the back seat. He's like, are you guys going to finish a whole chicken? Then we were like, even 2. And then he was
we ordered 2 chickens.
Yeah.
2 full chicken.
Yeah. The 5 of us.
Inakuja hadi na matumbo yote full.
And then he asked for the accompaniments. That was it. He made an order, then was like, in like an hour's time we shall be there. We are not planning to waste a lot of time there, so we need to get there when the meals are ready. And that was it. Of course, my friend and I, we were the average ones amongst them. So we were so happy knowing that we were going to eat some sumptuous meal somewhere before we proceed to our homes. So we get to Nakuru, we refresh, and then them they take 1-2, as we just take soda, and that meal is brought. I think I'll insert a picture of that meal over here because it needs to be forever memorable. I think by uploading it here, that is how it will remain forever memorable to us.
And the chicken.
See, that is what I will post over here. So, we get to eat this meal. Then along the way, you know, as usual, when the weekend has been that good, you need to take memories. We took a lot of pics. This guy, Hulko Momoka, he had an iPhone. So, amongst us, his pics were the best.
Let me tell you one thing about that iPhone. That iPhone was my best friend's phone. I lost mine, he gave me his.
Really?
Yes, I didn't buy it. I actually broke mine. So
twists and turns.
Kumbe iPhone kalitesa. But I still have.
So he gets to take these pics. We also take by our bad phones. And then that was it. The meal was sumptuous. We made some jokes over there. My brother got to introduce me and my friend to the owner of the hotel. I think they were best of friends. Then nothing much. We get to the car now to head to Nairobi. And then now you had exchanged the driving. I think now he was to drive from Nakuru.
I was full
to Nairobi.
I had a lot of.
He was sitting on the front left. The 3 of us are in the back seat. I think now, as he's saying, he was full. The next thing, you take pics, of course. You take some of them, maybe you post on your status in some groups. So I think they were in some groups where maybe they used to have fun as men, I don't know. So he posted some of those pictures in that particular group that he was in. Then, what did someone comment concerning that picture? Because I remember you telling my brother, I don't know.
Sure, I don't even remember.
But there was some comment.
Was funny. It was a funny comment.
That made him to show that picture to my brother. And that picture had, I think, all of us.
I don't even know.
But I remember him mentioning something, I don't know, pretty faces or what. So I really don't know if you posted a picture of me and my friend. I don't know. So, what next? After he made that comment, guys, definitely when you hear about a photo with this era, what next? You really want to know how that photo looks like. If you can get that photo also, so that you can get to upload to your media handles, People need to know that weekend umepiga pia wewe sherehe, umetravel, you've been to the countryside. So definitely whoever was driving, him also wanted to see which is this picture that he's talking about. My friend and I, being ladies and pictures. By the way, I treasure pictures. You'll know why shortly. So my friend and I, we also wanted to know which is this picture that he's talking about. We didn't know he had taken pics with his phone. Guys, it's getting interesting. Are you even following the story? Do you want to know what next? Because this journey, you really need to know. So are you even ready? Yeah. Are you ready to tell them?
Yeah, I'm ready.
This guy is nostalgic. I think it is taking you back then.
It is actually the picture I have here is those photos. I remember the chicken when we were the setup of the table. We were sitting this side. We were sitting on the other side. So it was actually a selfie. Then I remember I also have this one when we were in the car. He was driving. I took a photo taking him as a driver and you three on the back seat. So those are the things
that are running in your mind.
They're coming in my
Mapenzi.
But I remember at that
love
point,
matters.
You asked me for your for the photos. You said, unaweza nitumie hizo mapicha. That was a sign kama naambia hebu ni aje hebu nisaidie namba yako.
Wait. So this guy he's kind of sounding I'm the one who initiated the whole thing ama
so umependa photos za mwenye amechukua photos. Hadi na menjes. The camera, you saw it. iPhone, photos, and the photograph.
But I'm not the one who initiated the whole thing.
No, but I'm saying that's how I felt like. And for a minute, I know she's my brother, my best friend's sister. But at that moment, I didn't even think. I just told her, since ni WhatsApp, shika niweke namba yako. Then ndakutumia. And she was like, okay. So there was a moment, a bit of a feeling yenye ilikama hapo hivyo. Yaani kwa kidogo nilirushia macho brother yake. But yeye alikuwa tu focus kwa barabara. As I said, see na brother yake we are not we are not that talking about ladies and all stuff. So akili yetu haiko hapo, but kuna feeling nilipata at that moment. Nikasema, namba bas. So